Hi everybody. Well, I just want to give you an update on the car. I was able to get the shocks, the Bilstein HD shocks installed, which were the truck shocks, replacing the Koni FSDs that I had in there before. And I replaced the springs all the way around, and I put in 30 millimeter Terma 4x4 spacers. And I will put the information for those parts in the description later on when I get a chance. I'm getting ready to go to work right now. I just want to get this video up. And the problem is, aside from the terrible experience I had at the shop, I tried to, let's go down here to the car. I tried to put the rear springs in myself after working all night one night, and unfortunately I couldn't get them in there, because what happens is you need to have a much larger floor jack than what I have, because the spacers push the control arm down more, and I couldn't lift the car up enough to get the jack underneath there and push the spacers in there. So even though I worked all night and then I worked till 6 in the morning trying to do that, I couldn't get them myself. So I had to take them to the shop, and you see the front's got a little bit more elevation, it seems, right now. The shop screwed me over. They said that they were going to have it done. I bring it on a Thursday morning at 6, and they said they're going to have it done by Friday in alignment, and they didn't have it done. In fact, they even changed the shocks, and they didn't put the right springs on. They left the springs in the back of my car, and they just reused the old springs. They reused the nuts and bolts, even though they're supposed to be single-use nuts and bolts. So unfortunately, they've got the single-use bolts in there, and I had to pay another shop to do the springs, and it hasn't been aligned yet. But the bad news is, come here in the shade here a little bit. The bad news is the KO2s do not fit, and the Geolanders don't fit either. I haven't done the alignment yet, which it's sorely needing an alignment. And I can't do that until Monday, because it's Saturday right now. So that's too bad. And why we got some hide on there, those tires aren't going to cut it. Current plan is to, I can't put 15-inch wheels on there because the rotors are too big. If I could put 15-inch, maybe I could get some bigger tires. So I have pretty much no choice but to put to cut the wheel wells. I'm going to try to cut the wheel wells and hopefully get enough space to put the KO2s on there, unless I can find some other multi-ply tires. Where we're going in the desert, it's not going to cut it. These single-ply tires, even though they're great snow tires, great road tires, and smaller tires do get better gas mileage, they're just not going to bear the stones in the desert, which cut like concrete. Those dents on the side right there, I went off the side of the mountain going up to Tahoe, driving people, or on the way to drive people in a snow blizzard. Luckily, that's all the damage in the bottom side rocker here. Mysteriously, after coming back from the shop, my window stopped working, and I had to spend $250 to fix the window. Send me back. So I'm so tired, but I got to go to work, and I hope the metal detectors, the GPZs in the shop right now in Chicago, and the Fishers in Texas, and they're both getting repaired under warranty, and they'll be back here, and I hope that we can get repairs on the car and get up there. Remember, there's a skid plate underneath there, and we haven't done a review on that yet. But I'll get the parts in there, and we won't get too delayed. I'm trying to get out there this summer, but it's a lot of expenses, and And I'm pretty hard on this car. This car has, you know, with 19,000 miles on it last April. Now I've got 94,000 miles on it. That's how much I work, you know. And it's only a year and a month later. I'm really disappointed about the tires not working, but I guess we gotta lick our wounds and move on. I'll try to see about cutting the front fenders out and flaring them out enough to get the larger tires underneath there. The Yokohama Geolanders rub when they break, and the KO2s don't even fit at all. So I'm gonna go to some shops on Monday and see what the cost is to have those fit, and see if we could get. I can't get a brush guard for the. I'm not gonna pay to get a brush guard. I mean, I'm not gonna be. It would be nice to have a little bit higher clearance on the front. Not the biggest deal. I don't want to spend $1,000 to have a brush guard custom fabricated and take off the front fascia, put on there. So what I'll do is I'll get I have a license plate rack to go on here. Where I live, we don't need front license plates, but it's too flimsy. So I'm going to cut a hole in the bumper and hopefully tag weld it in there, get the Pia lights on there, and get what we need. So I did a quick update, and I gotta go to work, and I will, when I get a chance to edit this video, I will list the parts and links for anybody else. It's really hard to put this together. Right now we've got 30 millimeter spacers on front and back, and we have the towing springs in the rear and the Tiguan springs in the front, and we have Bilstein HDs in front and back. The Bilsteins are noticeably firmer, so they won't be bouncing around like the Konis. But I'll catch you guys later. I gotta go to work, and hopefully we'll get on the gold soon. See you later. Bye.